Hello. 정시원님, 홍기님. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, Light Greening, HJKing, how's it going? How is everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone is having a great evening. Can you guys hear me okay though? I'm kind of worried about my audio setup. It's not my usual setup. I'm in my office now. And this is not the microphone that I normally use these days, but so hopefully you guys can hear me. Oops, what did I touch? I touched something. It's really hot today. Well, yeah, I mean, in the afternoon, it's pretty warm. Hey, Alwani, what's up? It's been a while. It's been a while. 김명님, 김서연님, HJK님, 윤희님, 김서연님, 유니콘님, 지연님, 시영쇼님, Genus 영님, 몽글님. Yeah, good evening. It's been a while. I haven't seen you guys. Well, we streamed yesterday on the main channel, but this is we haven't streamed on Toddler channel in quite some time, right? Yeah, so 동진님, it's good to see you again. I hope everyone is doing well. Oh, I forgot to make the give me a second. On Discord, it's the 26th, right, 26th. Okay, so the channel is created. The stream channel is created for tonight's stream. So feel free to send me your voice messages tonight. Hey, how's it going, Esther? Honey Kyungnim, hi, Sa. I usually work late, but today I got the chance to join. That's great. That is great. What kind of work do you do? Can I adjust the volume by adjusting my system volume? Oh no, but I don't have to. Okay, so it doesn't have to be so loud for me. Okay, so how's it going? Things are going okay, I guess. How are things with you? 박우리님? I like your shirt. Where'd you get that? I don't know. I think it was from... I'm trying to think. I think it was from either Uniqlo or 무신사. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while and I don't go shopping that often, and so I don't really pay close attention to where I go and what I buy where. So yeah, long time no see. It's been a while. Your Tumblr is so huge. It's pretty big, isn't it? Hello. Hi Sam, how's everything going today? Everything, I mean, it's pretty much the same for me. How are things going with you? I'm sorry, I didn't have time to set up the live caption that we have these days. I didn't have time to set it up, so we're just gonna make do without it. 너 진짜 너무한다 영어를. You've really crossed the line, 맞나요? Sure, in some cases. Yeah, in some cases. You've really crossed the line, and it's usually a rather serious situation. So for example, let's say that you were having pizza together, right? And your friend wasn't even counting the slices, and you just happened to be a slow eater. and your friend eats really fast, but your friend didn't even count the slices, and your friend ate, I don't know, like 6, 7 slices while you ate only 2 slices. In that case, you're not going to say you crossed a line. That would be overkill. You know what I mean? In a case like that, you would just say, hey, what the fuck, man? So crossing the line is usually when it's a very serious situation, a rather serious situation. Today I had brulee for dinner. It was super tasty. Well, I could go for some brulee right now. I actually didn't have dinner. I'm hoping to have something after the stream tonight. My dad's been doing great so far. Not going great, doing. My dad's been doing great so far. I've pretty much spent the whole day drawing and... Oh, sorry. Why did I read that dad? Okay, so your days. Okay, so your day's been going great so far. I've been pretty much spent... I can't even read today. I've pretty much spent the whole day drawing and reading. It sounds like you had a good day today. It sounds like you had a good day. 영어를 가까이 했더니 처음에 영어로 수업하실 때 못 알아들었는데 지금은 영어 듣는 게 편해졌어요. That's super important. It's so important, and you're one of the lucky ones. Not everybody can actually feel comfortable that fast. A lot of people continue to feel very uncomfortable with English. So, hey Olivia, how you doing? You crossed the line. Kind of reminds me of the movie Parasite. Did you by any chance see the movie? No, I did not see the movie. I've heard only good things about it. I have not heard anything bad about the movie, but it's just not my type of movie. I don't really, I nothing about the movie really appeals to me. So I just, it's not the kind of movie I normally watch. So yeah, no captions today. I didn't really have time to set that up. I don't know if I can set it up right now. I've had a long day today. I've had to do so many things in my office to get things exactly the way I wanted to streamline everything so that I can just focus on content rather than like material or the workflow. I'm trying to get everything set up so that I can just only focus on the content. So, and it hasn't been easy. So how you guys doing tonight? How you guys? It was a lovely day today. Lovely day we had today, wasn't it? Oh, I also, because I'm starting fresh on a new system installment, so I would like you guys to look for any like out of sync, like the audio and everything is everything in sync. I'd like you guys to see that. Keep an eye on that as well. You're in your well-organized office. Yes. And it was almost perfectly organized, but then today I had a few more shipments. I had to install my printer, and I'm gonna start to use my printer a lot more often, I think. And so I had to get that set up, and it wasn't hard. It was just the hard part was figuring out where I was gonna put it, and just kind of in my head experimenting different scenarios, trying to figure out the ideal location for my printer. And that was harder than I thought. I thought, once the printer arrived, I thought I would immediately know where to put the printer, which computer to hook it up with, and how to actually use it. But I ran into some problems, which I eventually figured out, but it took some time. I'm just not a very well organized person. So, hello everyone. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Hey, DI honey, what's up? I like the simple background. The blinds really makes for calm and stylish. Oh, that's great. I'm actually surprised it looks green. It doesn't. I guess it's kind of green. Oh, and I'm using a... I have never used this camera for anything. Like, oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm using this is a really old camera. This camera is, I think this particular model came out in 2012. It's a really old camera. I have never used it in any of my videos. I have never used it during any of my streams. This, I actually forgot that I had it. And as I was organizing and cleaning my office yesterday, I found it. And of course, I thought, oh, of course it's broken. It's not gonna work. I tested it, it worked. And I thought, that's interesting. What lens can I use with it? And so I started tinkering around with it. And it turns out it's actually working really good. And in some ways, it actually looks a lot better than some of my other cameras. And so I think this is the one that I will be using for this shot here in my office from now on. So, Sam, I got a checkup today. Too much weight gain really annoyed me, but I'm drinking a huge vanilla latte now. Ooh, that sounds so sweet. How can you drink something that sweet? I really don't have a sweet tooth. What do you mean by not your type when you talked about the movie Parasite? Do you mean you don't like movies that are too creepy? Is it a creepy movie? Because I usually go for creepy. I usually watch creepy and horrifying movies exclusively. I usually go for the horror movies and really creepy movies. I just didn't... That movie, Parasite, it never really struck me as a creepy movie. Is it a creepy movie? Maybe I should go watch it then. The weather was nice today. However, I wish it rained a lot out there on fire. I know, right? Yeah, it just didn't know. It just didn't rain today. This camera looks more pale, I think. Oh, does it? Okay, interesting. So would you prefer a little bit more contrast? It looks a little, oh, not pale, you mean like washed. It looks a little washed, is that what you mean? That's why I feel some different vibe in your office now. Oh, everything is synced? Okay. I actually noticed that one of our recent streams was out of sync. Slightly. Not anything too uncomfortable to watch, but... Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. How are you? Sup, y'all? Yeah, sup, y'all. Your camera might be to become a friend with the laptop, which has lived for 8 years ever. Not really sure what you mean. I don't have any oh, I did find... It's crazy. I didn't even know I had it. I found, as I was cleaning out my old stuff, I found an iPad. I think it's an iPad 2 or iPad 1. And I was really surprised because it's actually in really good condition as well. The background music is beaking now. Oh, breaking. Oh, is it? The music or... Oh, yeah? It might be because of my lens. Maybe I have to clean that lens. Hey, Yunin, what's up? Oh, it's okay now? Wildfire is going literally crazier. I understand why people call it Hama. It's getting out of hand, is it? It's been a long time. Welcome back. It's nice to have you with us again. It's gonna start raining tomorrow, which will cool it down a little bit. Oh, it's gonna start raining tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, let's hope that rain just washes away all that fire, huh? Do you say diva to a man too? I don't even know what a diva is. I don't think so. I don't think so. But then, you know, nowadays, it's, you know, the whole concept, the whole idea of gender is just kind of... it's really hard to say, like, I guess it depends on who the man is, like what kind of gender they identify themselves with. I guess it depends on that. Or are you feeling a little off today? I don't think me feeling off will make the shot look like washed out. Here, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix that. I'll be right back.
Said don't call my phone on a Friday night, but I never did listen. So I'ma hit you now on a FaceTime, and I know you won't miss it. Girl, I know you waited to ain't know for me. You only wanna talk to the soul for me. Things didn't work in the past life. That doesn't mean that I won't try. She said, stop it. You always let me down when I want you. I can't help it, but I can't let you forgive me. Girl, I take back all the lies and the side. Girl, I try. Let's remember all the times that we did have. And the times I made you laugh when you sat up on my lap. And the borders wasn't packed 'cause of COVID. Back and forth we go. That ain't all she wrote. And you try moving far, I try moving on. I can't let you forget me. She said, stop it. You always let me down when I want you. I can't help
We will see if that makes any improvements. Okay, we'll see if that improves things. How does it look now? Does it look a little better? It looked like bald. That's because I am bald. Oh, you got a haircut. I got this haircut a long time ago. It's been a while. Oh, wow. I think it looks much better than it. Oh, really? Okay. I just got rid of the filter. I think the filter that I had on was kind of dirty or something. Not really sure. Hi there. It looks clearer? Okay. Alright, that's good. It feels like it looks better. I don't think you have to worry, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad before, right? It wasn't that bad before. 싸움 잘하는 배우. 응? 선생님 오늘 그 미드 나오는 what? Are you talking about Jason Statham? Is that his name? You're not talking about Jason Statham, are you? Pearson got a good vision. Pearson. You think it helped? Okay. You like that filter? Bald is a forbidden word. Why is that a forbidden word? Oh shoot, I'm really hungry all of a sudden. Onang name? What's up? Hello, hello. Fast and Furious. Was Jason Statham ever on Fast and Furious? You're not talking about Vin Diesel, are you? I've been catching up with live stream. I lost track of time with your class. It's really fun. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Where's your mic though? Oh, it's right here. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to see how this works because I always have the mic in front of me or right next to me, and if I'm being honest, it's kind of annoying. It kind of gets in the way. So I have it out of the frame, and so I have to use a different mic because I have to be a little bit distant. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. It's not gonna sound as clear or as yeah, it's not gonna have that typical broadcast sound, but it shouldn't be that bad, I think. Either way, it's fine unless you're actually not feeling well. No, I'm just a little hungry, I guess. Oh, and I am kind of tired. I didn't really get much sleep last night because I was here cleaning up until like 5:30 this morning, and I did get some sleep after that after I went home. But you know, it's not easy to, you know, get sleep during the day. You know, there's noises and my dogs and stuff. So yeah, I'm feeling a little tired. So happy this is the best hairstyle. Really? Wow. Okay. I think you'll gain more young fans. Oh, okay. And lose my old ones. No, Sam, you look a little different from yesterday. Do I? I wonder what it is. Oh, it's, you know, I'm in a different location. Maybe that's why. Sounds clear? Okay, that's good. What's the typical broadcast sound? Well, it's usually when you have when you use a mic that that is usually used in broadcasting, it's a different kind of mic. It looks totally different, and that's the sort of mic that'll give you that very closeness. Like you can hear that, like it's like hearing that the voice right next to your ear, and has a much deeper sound to it, and it's usually clearer because you're so much closer to the mic. Whereas this one is designed to be used at a distance. And so it's no matter how well designed it is, it just can't sound as good as like a broadcast mic. Man, why am I suddenly so hungry? Is it because I'm talking? My stomach is just, it's like complaining so much right now. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Why aren't you eating? Low-key curious what mic that is. This mic right now that I'm using? Or the mic that I'm talking about? The one that I'm using is it's from a company called Rode. Did you guys hear that? Wow, my stomach is going crazy right now. Like if my stomach was speaking right now, it would be like cursing. It would be using all these F words. Okay, jeez. All right, I'll eat after the stream. Shut up. We stream and then we eat, okay? All right. Yes, that's right. No Korean. No Korean in the chat. Oh, you can't really tell a difference? Really? That's great. That's great because I mean, I like using the broadcast mic, but like I said, it really gets in the way. and I'm kind of stuck in a very uncomfortable. I get stuck in a very uncomfortable position. I can't like move around as much. And so if it doesn't really matter all that much, I always prefer to use like a shotgun mic that I'm using right now. Are you guys hearing this? My stomach has never done this before. I just turned on YouTube and I found your one and I feel so relaxing now. It would be a great night and I feel that I can have good nights. Wow, that's awesome. I don't know what is it about about the stream. It's my first time joining live chat. Is there any specific topic here? Well, yesterday we didn't have one, but today I have a dialogue that we're gonna go through. It's a really easy dialogue. Although I made sure to keep one or two slightly challenging, especially for toddlers, for beginners, I made sure to include one or two slightly challenging sentences so that there will be enough for everyone to learn, okay? But overall, it's going to be very, very easy, so. No, I did not have dinner. I don't know why. I don't know why it took so long to get things organized here. How's it going? I think you should go get some snack. It's okay. You know, I'll go after the stream. No, I'm not really on a diet. Although I should be because of my diabetes. But I'm not really trying to lose weight or anything. You look younger with a shorter haircut. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. That's what I want to hear. You had tteokbokki for dinner again? Lucky you. There must be an earthquake in your neighborhood. What? Why do you say that? If you're so hungry, you could get something to eat right now. Do you have something to eat in the office? In my office right now, all I have, you know the caramel popcorns from the Weather's original caramel popcorns? I still have almost a full bag of those, but that's one thing that I really shouldn't be eating because of my diabetes. So that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll get something to eat afterwards. Don't worry about it. It's a lot quieter now. I think we've come to an agreement. Don't worry, I'm confident that you will challenge it like Simba. I get that. Mike's getting in the way is so real. You said it's called Rode. No, it's RODE. But yes, it's read in the same way. It's from a company called Rode. I think in Korean they call it Rode. I don't know why. But it's called Rode. Now they manufacture they manufacture tons of different types of mics. And the one I'm using is called NTG3. You know, in case you're interested. I don't know why anybody would be, but you look a bit healthy. Oh, really? Do I? Oh, that's great. Thank you. Tumblr? Oh, yeah, it's, you know, sometimes big is better. I still remember you have to work out at least 30 minutes every day. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll probably have to work out. I mean, yeah, I skip my workouts a lot. I said the earthquake thing because of the growling. Oh, because of that. Okay. I'm a big fan of caramel popcorn. Jeez. It's so good. It's actually really, really good. It's sinfully good. It's so good that you feel like you're committing a sin as you're eating it. And so it's probably really bad for you. You look like you're ready to go military service. I mean, you look like what? Come on. No more teasing. Your water bottle is huge. Yeah. Yeah. Teacher, what is your primary love language? My primary love language? What is that? What is a love language? I haven't heard of that one. What is that? Running is the best way to lose weight. That's actually true. That's actually true, you guys. Running and controlling your diet. And when I say controlling your diet, it doesn't only mean eat less, but I think it's so much more important to eat really healthy food. All right, cut down on your intake of sodium and sugar. You have to really cut down on sodium, salt, and sugar, and try not to have processed foods. Eat really healthy foods. That way, you don't have to stay hungry all the time, and you'll lose a lot of weight. So just eat healthy and exercise. You lose a ton of weight, unless you have some sort of underlying disease. Yeah, in Korea they call it rode for some reason. I know someone with diabetes who has sweets and drinks quite often. Yeah, a lot of people just don't care. 영어 시작한 지 7개월 지나고 있어요. 뭔 말인지 모르고 몇 개 안 되는 기본 단어만 알고 선생님 유튜브 영상을 매일 1시간씩 듣고 있어요. 신기한 건 느낌으로 무슨 말을 하고 있는지 약간 들리기 시작한다는 겁니다. 여기 불을 지필 더 필요한 한 가지를 조언해 주세요. Actually, I'm really bad when it comes to giving advice, but all I have to say about that is you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. That's exactly how you're supposed to approach learning. So don't worry too much about finding something that perfectly matches your level or that's perfectly fit for your level. No, don't look for that. Just use English as much as you can. And don't worry if you don't understand it, don't worry about it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I thought it was a missile. I want to eat popcorn, but I'm on a diet. I think if you can find popcorn that has not been seasoned at all, it's actually really good for you, isn't it? I love that I can buy decent popcorn from any convenience store. Yeah, they really have so many different kinds, don't they? New place. Is your office in your house? This is my office that I am hoping to spend more time in going forward because I have a lot more space here and I can be more focused here. Whereas when I'm home, working from home is hard. Everybody knows that. There's so many distractions. It's really hard to stay focused, but here I can stay much more focused. I feel like I'm more creative when I'm here. I feel like I can just do things a lot better and do more when I'm here. So now that the weather is a lot warmer and so it's a lot more pleasant to be here, and so I'm hoping to spend more time here until next winter. And that's why I've been spending the last week or so trying to get this place organized and cleaned up because it had gotten pretty dirty. And you need to get the right amount of protein so you have enough energy and can maintain your muscle. Yeah, I heard that when you reach a certain age, when you go past a certain age, you have to eat twice as much protein. I heard that. I don't know. I don't even know if that's true, but it's something that I read. Is that true? Do you really need to eat twice as much protein when you're older? Love language, like the 5 love languages that express your affection. I still don't understand what that means. What is that? I'm actually curious. I've only really seen broadcast mics. So these are called they're called short shotgun mics. And they're designed to only pick up the sound that's coming in its direction. So it's very important to position the mic towards the sound source, in this case, my mouth. And it's the kind of mic that you use from a distance. So, but still, you should try to keep it as close as possible. Well, yeah, I do what I can. I do my best. Sometimes I give okay advice, I guess, but it's not good all the time. It's important to have healthy food during diet, so I'm trying to, This is the toddler channel, but it seems like there are actually more intermediate level learners than toddlers. Because, it's just, I think it's not, I think it's important not to be, not to distinguish that too much, because language is just a language, and you should expose yourself to as much language regardless of the difficulty of the context. Or, I mean, if it's too hard, of course that's not good, but language is just a language. So love language means that when do you feel when do you feel loved? When you feel loved by your wife, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, acts of service. I don't know. I mean, with my wife, I only use Korean. But the other things you're talking about, it depends, I guess. I've never really thought about it like that. That's true, but except the protein powder, raw food is recommended, right? So any sort of processed especially when it comes to processed protein, from what I hear, those are the worst. I don't think popcorn is not that good for your health, whether it was seasoned or not, as it was fried with butter, I guess. Are all popcorns fried? I don't really know. Oh, you're right. What the hell? It's already 9 o'clock? Okay. All right, it's time to get started. All right. Oh, wait, let me see if I have this correct. All right, turn that off. And am I looking at the right screen here? Oh, wait. Give me 1 sec. Oh, wait, I'm on my Apple computer, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. And switch to this screen. Okay. Speaking of that, not a purpose of Pinan Arty. I don't like setting limits on myself. Arty? This is the taller channel, but it seems like they're actually more intermediate. It doesn't really matter. As I always say, like think of yourself going abroad. When you go overseas, you're not going to pick and choose what kind of people you talk to. You're not going to pick and choose where you go and how you use your English. No. You just have to face every situation. And in some situations you can do okay. In some situations you can do well, but in many situations you're going to do terribly. And that's okay. That's how you learn, right? So I think it's probably not exactly twice, but as you get older, your body definitely becomes less efficient at processing protein and you start to lose muscle more easily. I see. Okay. All right. I usually drink protein powder because I don't have enough time to have dinner. Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. It's better than nothing. Okay, so let's begin. So the first line, I'm just gonna explain to you the situation, okay? I'm gonna try to explain to you the situation. I want you to imagine yourself in that situation and imagine, what would I say? How would I express myself if I were in that situation, okay? So let's say that you were leaving your house or you were leaving home in the morning, early in the morning, and you were trying to decide what to wear. Okay, you were trying to decide what to wear, and first you thought, it's gonna get warmer later, so maybe I should wear something lighter. But then right now, you check the app, and the app tells you, oh, it's only 8 degrees. That's kind of chilly. Maybe I'll just put on this jacket. All right, and so you left. Now, later in the afternoon, you realized you made the wrong decision. Is everybody following? Is everybody understanding what I'm saying? So later that afternoon, you realized, okay, you had made the wrong decision in the morning. So what do you say? What do you say? Something like this, right? Something like this. Of course, there are many things you could say, right? Of course, there are many things you could say, but just so for this dialogue, we're going to say this, okay? Okay. So, 더 가볍게 입고 나올 걸. Okay? So, if it's just this, okay, if it's just this, then we can say, I should have put on something lighter. Okay? I should have put on something lighter. I should have put on something lighter. I should have put on something lighter. But this is a little bit different, right? It's a little bit different. It implies, 내포하고 있죠? It implies you already knew. You already knew. Right? 역시. It means you had considered it. 이미 고려를 했었던 거예요. You had already considered it. Right? So, this, if you say, I should have put on something lighter, it's just that. 이거는 그냥 그 얘기일 뿐이에요. 이거는, okay? So this is actually easy. We say, I knew I should have. I knew I should have. I knew I should have. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know I should have 까지만 해도 되냐고요? 까지만? 여기까지만요? 이거 안 하고요? 그러면 이거 없잖아요. 만약에 이거 없으면 이거잖아요. 역시 I knew I should have. 역시 그렇고 그러는 건데 뭐 이런 식으로요? 나 안 돼요. I knew I should have put on something lighter. 잠깐만. 오케이.
I knew I should have put on something lighter.
Sounds good. I knew I should have put on something lighter. So, 역시 뭐뭐뭐 하는 거였는데. Okay? 역시 이렇게 저렇게 하는 거였는데. It means, right? It implies 어떤 게 내포되어 있냐면 you had considered it, but now you're regretting your decision, right? Okay. Okay. So I knew I should have put on something lighter. I knew I should have put on something lighter. 이거를 활용해서 역시 이렇게 하는 거였는데 다른 얘기를 한번 해보세요. Try it. 그러니까 이 자리에 다른 거를 한번 넣어보라는 거예요. Try it. I knew I should have what? I knew I should have what? I knew I should have gone to bed earlier. I knew I should have listened to you. I knew I should have said earlier. Said earlier. 그냥 said earlier는 안 돼요. Said it. 최소한 가목적어는 있어야 돼요. Said it earlier or said something earlier or said that earlier 지시대명사도 되고요. I knew I should have left earlier. Okay. I knew I should have got some sleep before class. Gotten. 여기서는 got가 안 돼요. YG님. I knew I should have gotten some sleep before class. I knew I should have shut my mouth there. 이 얘기를 하면서요. 여기에 맞춰서 문장을 완성하는 데에만 집중하지 말고 이게 무슨 뜻인지를 계속 머릿속에서 그게 메아리 치면서 해야 돼요. You have to keep in mind. Okay? Always keep in mind what this means and what this sounds like. 어떤 어감인지. Okay? Should have gotten 꾸잉님 진짜 오랜만이다. Gotten up 해야 되죠? Get up이 아니라. PP로 나와야 돼요, 여기가. PP로 분사 형태로 나와야 돼요. put의 분사형은 put라 그냥 나온 건데. Okay? I knew I shouldn't have taken your money from your wallet. Okay. Okay. Should have 이거 어떻게 하죠? 이거 여러분 이거 어떻게 하면 맞게 할 수 있죠? 지금 요 내용. I knew I should have what? I knew I should have 그쵸? Been more careful. 분사 형태의 동사가 나와야 돼요. 이렇게 action verb가 아니라면 행동을 나타내는 동사가 아니라면 비동사라면 비동사의 분사 형태로 been. Okay, I knew I should have been more careful. 좋은 예문이죠. I knew I should have been more careful. I knew I should have been there are many things we can say. Okay. All right. 그리고 오늘 날짜로 디스코드 열어놨으니까요. 오늘 다루는 문장들 여러분이 육성으로 녹음해서 보내주실 분들은 feel free to do that and we'll take a listen together. Yeah, I knew I should have put on something lighter. 그러니까 더워서 하는 얘기죠. I knew I should have put on something lighter 라고 했더니 where are my notes? Okay. I know, right? 그러니까 I know, right? 그러니까 그러게 말이야. 그러니까 I know, right? right은 물음표네요. I know, right? 나 이맘때가 너무 싫어. 나 이맘때가 너무 싫더라. I know, right? 나 이맘때가 너무 싫더라. Just take it off. I like your body. Okay, I mean, that's not a bad thing to say to someone, right? Although you need to be careful depending on the situation, right? Okay, very good. I really hate this time of year. I really hate this time of year. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. Oh, sorry about that. I really hate this time of year. 공부를 하는 거랑 영어를 공부를 하는 거랑 실제로 영어가 쓰이는 거를 많이 경험하는 거랑은 완전히 달라요. 그 길이 완전 달라요. 그리고 그 길에서 만나게 되는 예문들이나 이런 게 완전히 달라요. 공부를 할 때랑 실제로 쓰이는 영어를 보고 듣고 경험하고 따라하고 이거는 it's just completely different. Completely different. Okay. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. I really hate this time of year.
I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year.
Yeah.
I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year.
Okay. I really hate this time. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. Never mind. A year? No. No. this가 있어서. this가 있어서. 그 year 앞에 있는 관사 있죠. 그 관사가 그 year를 가리키는 역할을 하거든요. 그러니까 어떤 year인지를 결정해주는 역할을 해요. 어떤 year? A year. 어떤 year? 그래서 앞에 숫자가 붙으면 어가 안 붙죠. one이 붙으면 어가 안 붙죠. this year, 올해라고 할 때도 안 붙죠. 왜냐면 앞에 가리키는 this가 있으니까. last year, next year도 마찬가지고요. Okay? Same thing. This time of year 라고 할 때도 이게 이 year라는 거를 어떤 year인지를 결정지어주는 그런 가리키는 역할을 하는 애가 있기 때문에 안 붙어요. So just this time of year. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. I really hate this time of year. Okay? 영어에 대해 더 빠삭 알게 됐어요. It's too soon to say that. It usually takes a few years. It usually takes a few years to really feel like you've improved a lot. But that's great. I mean, I'm not gonna, deny that you're not feeling what you're feeling. But okay, so I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. 이어서, man, I need to get another monitor. 이 모니터가 두 개밖에 없으니까 너무 답답하네요. I feel like I can't do anything with just two monitors. 뭘 입어야 할지 전혀 모르겠어. No. I need at least 3 because when I'm streaming, I use one monitor for the writing program and the chat window, okay? And here, right, do you know how I have 5 windows open on this monitor and they're all just overlapping each other. I have my notes, I have the back end of the streaming service, and I have OBS. I have Discord, and I also have another just random internet window. It's getting very this is crazy. It's nonsense. Okay, so there are many ways to say this. So today we're gonna wait. Where's my for my notes? Okay. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. There are many ways we can say this. 이 얘기를 하는 방법은 여러 가지가 있는데요. 오늘은 today we're going to say this. Okay? It's impossible to figure out what to wear. 5 monitors? I don't think I can connect 5 monitors to my computer. No, there are only 4 ports. So on a PC, I mean, on a Mac, you have much less options. But if you want more than 3 monitors, you need a PC or a very expensive line of Mac. Anyway, so I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. It's impossible. 불가능하다. 어떻게 하는 것이 to figure out. 알아내는 거, 헤아리는 거, 알게 되는 거, 그냥 아는 거. What to wear. 뭘 입을지 그거를 판단하는 게 불가능하다. It's impossible to figure out what to wear.
I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear.
All right. 자, 여기서 A가 뭐라고 하냐면 자, 이거 쉬울 거 처음에 들으면은 쉬울 것 같지만 은근히 어려울 거예요, 아마. 맞아. 넌 특히 더 그러겠다. 넌 특히 그러겠다? 특히 더 그러겠다? 넌 특히 그러겠다?
It's impossible to figure out what to wear.
Yeah, it's impossible to figure out what to wear. Whose voice is that? Right now, that was YG. And before that, this guy.
I knew I should have put on something lighter.
This guy is Neurogon. Does he have the same ID here? Neurogonim? Which one are you? Oh, it's 지성님? Okay. All right. And this one is Half Moon님.
It's impossible to figure out what to wear.
Yeah, it's impossible to figure out what to wear. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's this one is simple, but as I was saying before, if you only spend time studying English and not experiencing actual English, these things will be very, very hard to learn. Okay. Anyway, so 맞이? What's 맞이? Right. especially for you. Because 넌 항상 일찍 나오잖아. 그치? Okay, how do you say this? 일찍 나가잖아? 이게 맞나? Not really sure. 자, because you always leave early, right? I knew I should have put on something lighter. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. This time of year. This time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right. Especially for you. 넌 특히 그러겠다. Especially for you. Especially for you. Because you always leave early. Right? 넌 항상 일찍 나가잖아. 그치? You always leave early, right? Don't you? Yeah. Yeah. You always leave early, don't you? Don't you로 할까요? Okay. Yeah, especially for you, because you always leave early, don't you? You always leave early, don't you?
Right.
지금 이거는 번기님이네요.
Right. Especially for you because you always leave early, right?
All right. Yeah, right. Especially for you, because you always leave early, don't you? Right? Okay. 아직까지는 뭐 막 못할 정도로 어렵거나 그런 거 없죠? I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right. Especially for you, because you always leave early, don't you?
Right. Especially for you, because you always leave early, don't you?
Thread art name, we are only providing the link to members. So if you join as a member of either channel, it doesn't have to be both. So you can join as a member on this channel or on the main channel. And when you join, you can go to the posts and there will be a link. If you scroll down in the posts a little bit, you'll find a Discord link. Hey, you, my teacher, you happen to be disguising you don't understand Korean something picked, huh? What? What, Nyangnim? What? Could you say that a little differently? I'm having a hard time understanding what you're saying. Yes, that's coming from my computer. Right now, it's because I have the stream mode turned off. And would you prefer it that I keep it off? Would you prefer that I keep it off? I could do that if you want. Right now, I just have it on so I know when someone is actually sending their voice messages. Does it bother you? Does it bother you guys? Oh, really? Oh. Doesn't matter? Okay. All right. It would be better. So for most people don't care. Some people would prefer it that we don't have the sound. So I will turn off the notification. for 3 hours. Okay, muted. All right, so again, easy, right? Easy. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right, especially for you because you always leave early, don't you? Yeah, I'm guessing that's kind of why people would like it. Would rather have me turn it off because it's confusing, right? All right. The post you mean for the Discord server? So when you go to my channel, are different categories. There's home, and then there's, I think it's videos, and then maybe shorts, playlists, and then there's this thing called posts. I don't know what it is in Korean. It's maybe 게시물, or maybe just post. I'm not really sure. But there's a category called posts. And when you go there, you'll see some other posts there. Scroll down a little bit and you'll find a link, a Discord link, okay? But if you're not a member, you won't see that post, okay? You have to be a member to see it. Not easy for you? Okay, that's good. That's good because that means you're learning. If it's easy, you're not learning. If it's easy, you feel good, but you're not learning. So, okay. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right, especially for you, because you always leave early, don't you? Okay. My stomach isn't growling now. It's not growling anymore for some reason. I think it has given up. It has stopped protesting. Okay. Next is so B says, yeah. 아침 추위에 맞춰서 옷을 입을 수는 있어도 점심때쯤 되면 엄청 땀이 난다. 뭐 이런 비슷한 얘기를 할 거야. 딱 이렇게 정확하게 얘기하라는 게 아니라 이런 비슷한 얘기를 이제 할 거예요. 아침 추위에 맞춰서 옷을 입을 수는 있는데 근데 그러면은 점심때쯤 되면 땀이 엄청나게 난다. 이런 비슷한 맥락으로 얘기를 할 거예요. Okay? So 한번 상상해 보세요. Imagine how you would say. 여러분이라면 어떻게 얘기를 할 건지 한번 상상해 보시고요. Okay, so let's see. It starts chilly but turns warm by noon. Okay, yeah, that's fine too. I could put on something appropriate. Appropriate가 뭐죠? What is appropriate? 여기 장정현님이 지금 하신 이 여기서 appropriate가 뭐예요? 그쵸, 적절한. So I could put on something appropriate. 뭔가 적절한 거를 입을 수 있다. For the cold. 추위를 위해서 적절한 것을 입을 수는 있는데 아침에, in the morning. But 근데 in the afternoon, I start sweating. I start sweating보다는 양님이 하신 I sweat like crazy. I'm sweating보다는 그냥 I sweat가 나을 수 있어요. 현재 진행형보다는. 왜냐면 반복되는 일이니까. 그렇죠? So, morning chill. I like that. So, I can dress for the morning chill. I can dress for. dress for는 뭔가를 위해서 옷을 입는다라고 직역은 되지만 그거에 대비해서, 그걸 감안해서, 그걸 생각해서, 거기에 맞춰서, 그렇죠? 상황과 조건에 맞춰서 옷을 입는 거. dress for. I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, 라고 할까요? By lunchtime, I sweat like crazy. I'm sweating도 맞긴 하겠네요. Yeah, I'm sweating like crazy. I sweat like crazy. Yeah, I can dress for the morning chill, but 뭐 cold라고 해도 돼요. chill라고 꼭 안 하고 I can dress for the morning cold, but you can say morning chill. But by lunchtime, 근데 점심 먹을 때쯤 되면 I'm sweating like crazy. 탕수육 맛있겠다. I have this sudden craving for some 탕수육. You guys like 탕수육? Yeah, all of a sudden. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hot. Really, really hot 탕수육 with cold sauce? Hot sauce? Not really sure. I don't care. 심지어 저는 소스 없이 먹는 것도 좋아해요. Yeah. In a lot of cases, I find the sauce to be a little too sweet. In most cases, I find the sauce to be a little too sweet. So, something delivered. Yeah. 찍먹, 부먹, 안 먹. Oh, really? You prefer no sauce? You too, JC? Yeah. I think a lot of people kind of, well, it's so easy to get addicted to the strong tastes, whether it's sweetness, sourness, spiciness, like anything. Like it's so easy. We easily become addicted to the very strong tastes. But once you detox yourself from those very strong tastes, you start to appreciate food on a different level. Like you start to appreciate the taste of the original ingredients. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, I could really have some 탕수육 right now. That would be so good. but을 많이 쓰는 것 같은데 conversely나 however는 일상 대화에서 잘 안 쓰나요? It depends. They're not the same. but랑 conversely랑 however랑 whereas 이런 여러 가지 말이 있는데 그 단어들만 놓고 이 단어들이 다 똑같다고 볼 수가 없어요. 그러니까 의미는 물론 비슷한 의미를 다 갖고는 있지만 활용이 다 달라요. 활용 면에서 차이가 많이 있어요. 그리고 그 그걸 또 이제 다 얘기를 하려면 이만큼의 얘기를 지금부터 펼쳐야 되기 때문에 just be patient. Okay? Be patient. 언제나 그렇지만 비슷한 단어나 표현들이 있을 때 그걸 나란히 놓고 지금 이 자리에서 다 이렇게 짜르륵 정리하려고 하지 말고요. 그냥 나왔을 때, 그때 나왔을 때. Okay? Let's see. By lunchtime sounds like 점심시간까지. No. 그거는 활용을 그렇게 하면은 그렇게 물론 되고요. By has different usage. Okay. So, yeah, I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, 근데 점심때쯤 되면 I sweat like crazy. I'm sweating like crazy. 자, 여기에 한 가지 문장을 더 보여드릴 건데 이거는 토들러 분들은 눈 감고 계시고요. 본 채널에서 놀러 오신 분들만 보실 건데 이것도 어려운 건 아니에요, 사실은. 어려운 건 아닌데 이런 얘기를 저 같으면 하고 싶을 것 같아요. 제가 여러분처럼 영어를 지금 이 수준에서 배우고 있는 중이라면 이런 맥락이 나왔을 때 난 이런 얘기를 하고 싶을 것 같거든요. 딱 요 타이밍 때 그게 무슨 얘기냐? By lunchtime, I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. By lunchtime, I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. Okay? 무슨 뜻이죠? What does it mean?
I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, I sweat like crazy. I'm sweating like crazy.
Yeah, I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, I'm sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
Right, especially for you, because you always leave early, don't you? I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, I sweat like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Lug around. Lug around는 어떤 무겁고 많은 짐을 이렇게 그냥 짊어지고 다니는 거 그거를 약간 그런 모습을 lug around라고 많이 하고요. So a huge pile of clothes. 이만한 옷을 이만큼 이렇게 안고 다닌다. Okay. So by lunchtime, right? So I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime I'm either 이러거나 이렇게 하게 된다 이런 얘기를 할 때 either 이렇게 많이 써요. either 뭐 어떻게 입든 별 상관은 없어요. So I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. Yeah. Okay. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right, especially for you, because you always leave early, don't you? Yeah. I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, I sweat like crazy. I'm sweating like crazy by lunchtime. By lunchtime, I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. I know. I feel the same way. I hate carrying clothes in my arms. I hate carrying clothes in my arms. And so I usually would rather sweat. Of course, if it gets too warm, then I would take it off. But I usually choose not to take off my jacket, even though it gets pretty warm. But if it gets too warm, of course, right?
I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right, especially you because you always leave early, don't you? Yeah, I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime I sweat like crazy.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. 겨드랑이에 땀이 폭포처럼 나는 거에 대한 표현이 있냐고요? No, just sweat like crazy. And if I were you, I would try not to talk about sweating from my armpits. I would try not to talk about that. Like I understand, like I don't know, in Korean, I don't think I've ever said that. If I don't know, but like why would you want to talk about your armpits? Why do you have to be so specific? Oh yeah, what about your legs? What about your feet? Well, you're gonna have a whole conversation about like which part of our bodies we sweat from? Come on. Let's not, you know, keep that stuff to yourself, please. And by the way, if you're sweating like a waterfall, you probably need to go to the hospital, right? I hate carrying anything in my hands. Yeah. I mean, no, you're free to talk about whatever you want. It's just that I don't really know if there's an expression for that. I don't think there is. And I would advise you not to talk about that or not to. I mean, there are many more, less descriptive and less specific ways to talk about it. So. Okay. I know a guy who makes a watery heart on his chest. What? What? You know a guy who makes a watery heart on his chest? So when the guy sweats, he actually creates the shape of a heart on his chest. Because you sometimes see some people with a big wet sweat circles on a t-shirt on their armpits. Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course you see. I mean, but you don't need to talk about them, right? Okay. It's real. He was my professor. Wow, cool. Because he can make his own terrarium on his chest. What's a terrarium? I don't even know what a terrarium is. Okay. All right. So going back to Hamlivianim just sent us a video, an audio file.
Oh, it's warm. I mean, too hot. I knew I should have put something lighter. Yeah, I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's literally impossible to figure out what to wear. Yeah. Oh, especially for you, will say, because you always leave early, don't you? Yes, I do. So I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, I just sweat like crazy. Damn.
Yeah, damn. Okay, moving on. So, how do you say this? Wow, thank you for taking away my appetite. Thank you for taking away my craving. Now nobody's hungry. Okay, so there are a few ways to express this in English. 이거를 영어로 표현하는 방법이 몇 가지가 있어요, 이것도. Okay. And today we're going to practice it like this. You know what makes it worse? You know what makes it worse? You know what makes it worse? So let's take a moment and compare you know what's worse. You know what's worse는 이게 앞에 do가 지금 생략되어 있는 거죠, 둘 다. Do you know what's worse? Do you know what makes it worse? 지금 이거는 이렇게 얘기를 하는 거는 그것보다 더 안 좋은 게 뭔지 아냐 이거고요. Do you know what makes it worse는 이 모든 거를 더 안 좋게 더 악화시키는 게 뭔지 아냐 그 얘기고요. 무슨 얘기인지 알겠죠? Okay. 지금 이 얘기는 이 it가 뭔가 가리키는 게 있는 거예요. 마라탕? Okay, anyway, so today we're going to say AB, A죠. We're going to say this. You know what makes it worse? You know what makes it worse? 여러분이 B면 뭐라고 하시겠어요? 그쵸? What? What? You know what makes it worse? What? You smell. 어딜 가든 마찬가지야. 어딜 가든 마찬가지야. Okay, so wherever you go, it's the same. It's the same everywhere. 둘 다 괜찮아요. It's the same where to go. Not where to go는 안 되고요. Wherever you go. Wherever you go. So 오늘은 it's the same. It's the same wherever you go. It's the same wherever you go. 이거를 가장 쉽게 풀어서 얘기하는 게 뭘까 생각해 봤는데 그냥 이걸 것 같아요. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. 이게 가장 쉬운 말로 하면 이렇게 풀어서 얘기를 할 수 있을 것 같아요. It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. 이게 통일이 안 돼 있다라는 말을 어떻게 하면 좋을까요? 통일이 안 돼 있다. 이런 말은 어떻게 하면 좋을까요? 다 따로 논다. 막 이런 거 있죠. 다 따로 논다. 이것도 여러 가지 방법이 있는데요. 저는 떠오른 말이 뭐였냐면 No one is on the same page. No one is on the same page. You know what makes it worse? What? It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page. I'm gonna fill my stomach with water. 좀 말이 길긴 해요. Right? It's a little wordy, but when you get used to the wordiness, it actually sounds pretty natural. This is something that a native speaker might actually say. It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else, it's really cold. No one's on the same page. No one is on the same page. A lot of comments about my Tumblr. Actually, this my wife is the one who bought this. She actually bought this for her to use for herself, but she found it to be a little too heavy, and so yeah, you guys should get this. It's good. It's a good Tumblr. Uh, 3 liters, not quite. I think it's more like 2 point something. I'm not exactly sure. Is it? Oh, 2.1, I think. Oh, no, is that 21? Oh, it's so bright here. I can't read. What? It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page. I knew I should have put on something lighter. No, what means one in the last line? No one? No place. One is talking about the place. It's referring to the place. But we're just saying no one. Just to be convenient. Out of convenience, we're just saying no one. We could say no place, but it just sounds more natural to say no one. So. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right. Especially for you, because you always have to leave early. You always leave early, don't you? Yeah, I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, I sweat like crazy. By lunchtime, I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. Do you know what makes it worse? What? It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page. So here, you go somewhere and then you say you go somewhere else. Okay, so this sentence flow. 이렇게 문맥의 흐름을 만드는 거. 너무 아주 쉬운 건 아니에요. It's not really that easy, but it's yeah. Someone is smoking. Where are you? Is the smoke coming through your window? Maybe someone's outside, standing outside smoking. You're home and you have your window cracked open and someone outside is smoking and the smoke is coming through your window. Yeah. I hate that. I see. Yeah, it's a real shame, isn't it? And I really hate it when people smoke in their cars and they don't keep the cigarette inside their car. They have it out, right? Out their window. It's really annoying. I hate that. I really hate it. I used to smoke many years ago. I don't know why, but the idea of smoking in my car was just not at all appealing. I almost never did that. Yeah. I may have maybe once or twice, but well, yes, it means person, but in this case, just out of convenience, we're saying person. But also think of this: if there is no people, there's no place. So a place can represent a person can represent a place. Okay, and that's why we say when in English, when you are referring to a place, okay, they usually say they. Okay, so that's probably the most common way to refer to a place. 어느 장소를 가리킬 때 가장 많이 쓰는 대명사가 they예요. They. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right? Okay. That's it. That's it. I knew I should have put on something lighter. Oh, wait, do we have something on Discord? I think we do.
It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page.
Yeah. Somewhere.
It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page.
Yeah, no one's on the same page.
By lunchtime, I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. You know what makes it worse? What? It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page.
Yeah, sounds good. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right, especially for you because you always leave early, don't you? Yeah, I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, I sweat like crazy. I'm sweating like crazy. By lunchtime, I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. Do you know what makes it worse? What? It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page.
By lunchtime, I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. Do you know what makes it worse? What? It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one else is on the same page.
Yeah, that's right. No one's on the same page. 여자분 발성 최소 아나운서인데요. Wow, that's great. 유현님, did you hear that? Did you hear that, 유현님? 성우님. 성우, that was 김인선님? 인선킴님? Yeah, he sounds like a native, doesn't he? Yeah.
You know what makes it worse? What? It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. And you go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page.
요 맥락 읽으실 때 else의 강세가 들어가야 돼요. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. 이렇게 else에서 확 강세가 들어가야 돼요. 자연스럽게 흐르려면. So you go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. No one is on the same page.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
She really appreciates it. Okay. All right. Let me read it one more time, and then you guys are free to go. We're finishing a little early today because I need to get something to eat. I knew I should have put on something lighter. Something lighter. 뭔가 더 가벼운. I knew I should have put on something lighter. I know, right? I really hate this time of year. I really hate this time of year. 이맘때쯤이. 1년 중에 이맘때쯤이. 정말 싫다. I really hate this time of year. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. It's impossible to figure out what to wear. Right. Especially for you because you always leave early, don't you? Yeah, I can dress for the morning chill, but by lunchtime, I sweat like crazy. But by lunchtime, I'm either sweating like crazy or lugging around a huge pile of clothes. Do you know what makes it worse? You know what makes it worse? What? It's the same wherever you go. You go somewhere and it's really hot. You go somewhere else and it's really cold. Like, no one is on the same page. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it. That is it, guys. That is it. Oops. What's this thing below my desk that's catching my foot? Oh, it's this thing. Okay, I'll deal with it later. Okay. I've copied and pasted it in the description section below the video. 영상 아래 설명란에다가 복사를 해놨어요. So practice it. Okay. Yeah. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to talk about it with my wife and see what she wants. It's kind of funny. When I ask my wife what she wants, she's always so certain. Oh, whatever you want. But then somehow we always end up having what she wants. It's interesting. It's interesting how that happens. Anyway, but it's okay because I can eat almost anything. So, yeah. Okay. Thanks for coming by today. Thanks for spending time with me. Thank you for tuning in. I hope I can see you all again very soon. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and I will see you again hopefully tomorrow over on the main channel. If not, I'll see you maybe the day after or just whenever I see you next. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out. Thank you, YG. Thank you very much. It's actually not good to eat 4 to 5 hours before bed because your body stomach cannot really rest digesting food. And okay, so I'll just eat and not sleep for like 5 hours. Sam is 관식이. 관식이는 현실에도 존재한다. What's 관식이? 관식이? What the hell is that? What is that? What is 관식이? Well, anyway, whatever it is, guys, I am 관식이. What is it though? It's my pleasure. Yeah. Hey, thanks, YG. Thanks for these messages. I find Korean TV shows really difficult to watch because they never talk normal. Like all the dialogues are super, super awkward. They don't even look at each other. And they're always like standing like really still and only moving their mouths. They talk like this. They have conversations like this. It's crazy. It's just like I can't focus. Anyway, good night, everybody. I'll see you guys really soon.